So in July of 2019, then candidate Biden said that tariffs on China are abusive policy. Has the president changed his mind and now believes tariffs work?
So look, I'm going to be really mindful. I'm going to let in due order. You'll hear directly from the president, directly from us. So don't want to get ahead of that. Jake said it really well when he was here. We have always had concerns on China's unfair trade policies. We've been very clear about that. And the last administration, when they did a trade deal with China, what it did is it failed to increase American exports or boost manufacturing. That is, as it relates to the announcement that the president made in the interview last week on CNN, we have paused only one shipment. That includes 2,000 pounds bombs, which can be very destructive in densely populated urban environments, such as Rafah. You heard, obviously, Jake just speak to this. And then so regarding this bill, as you just asked me about, Sungmin, we strongly oppose attempts to constrain the president's ability to deploy U.S. security assistance consistent with U.S. foreign policy and national security objectives.
Where do deliberations stand on this potential White House plan to allow a certain number of Palestinian refugees into the U.S.?
So I don't have any updates for you. I know I've been asked this question multiple times about conversations happening here. Don't have anything to share. What I will say is, and I've said this many times before, in the beginning of what occurred on October 7th, we put in a plan. There were about 1,800 Palestinian Americans that were in Gaza, and we did everything that we can to get them out if they choose to, if that's something that they wanted to do, and certainly we were able to do that. As it relates to a refugee program or anything in that nature, I don't have any announcement to make, and I'll just leave it there because I want to be really mindful about that, about getting ahead of that.
So the fact that a lot of Democratic senators were sort of lukewarm on the idea make it less likely that something like that would happen?
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. Confirm that either way. What I will say is we don't have any announcement to make at this time, and so obviously we're going to look at everything. We are indeed commemorating the landmark Broad v. Board of Education, and
no president has stood stronger with Israel than Joe Biden. Cannot give you a clear number of how many are still alive because we do not have total fidelity on that, unfortunately. And it's something that we watch every single day. We know there are deceased hostages, and we know there are living hostages. And we know that with each passing day, the risk to those hostages also goes up, which only redoubles our commitment to try to get to a ceasefire and hostage deal as rapidly as possible. But unfortunately, I'm not in a position to give you fidelity on those numbers because nobody entirely has it. We have our analysis, our assessments. Some of that is driven by intelligence, so I have to be cautious in sharing them. But to look you in the eye and say, we know exactly how many are alive, nobody can do that for you.